Arthouse. I don't even have the cam up. What's up, guys? How you doing? Let me know if the audio's good. Are these plugged in? All right, good to go. Good to go. Hang on. Look at that. Look at that one. Hang on. All right. All right, I think we're going to have a guest. Where'd my phone go? We're going to have one guest. At least one guest. Here we go. What's up, man? Let me get my AirPods going. Just getting set up here. Getting rolling. We're going to talk about the local sorcery tournament scene. So I got to get my Bluetooth popping here. Hang on a second. Local for some. It's in the United States. It's an international game. So people are traveling around. There's a few major sorcery tournament events going on. And let's see. Bluetooth on the computer. There's a lot of excitement around. Oh, hang on. Got some echo. All right. A lot of action around sorcery. Never quite prepared. All right, that's paired. Let me test something here. Let me listen to let me go check out YouTube. Make sure my AirPods are working. Nothing. All right. Drew. What's up, man? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Hang on a second. I messed something up. It was inevitable. All right. So let me mute this side. I think I got to yeah, it always takes a minute here to kind of work this out. All right. All right, so we got AirPods. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, yeah. I could hear you the whole time,
all right.
Actually.
I got you. I just got to turn the volume up a bit. I think we'll be good to go.
Sounds good.
Are you getting any echo on your side?
I'm not, no.
All right. I apologize. I'll give you a proper intro in a second.
Oh, no worries.
I think I got a couple things messed up. All right. All right, man. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? We're talking about your local, your tournament that you're coordinating and organizing, but I want to let you introduce it properly and let us know what's going on.
Yeah, my name is Drew. Thanks for having me, Mike. I really appreciate it. I'm simply just a player and a huge fan of sorcery, and I have been for a while. And yeah, I live in Texas. I always really wanted to just bring players together in an organized fashion. And being a patron of Reaper Game Store in Denton, you know, I just knew what we could do there. And with my past experiences with video, I knew we could put on a big tournament. So at Reaper Game Store, it's March 16th, 2024. I'm putting on a completely live event for up to 64 players. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting. There's a lot of work going on behind the scenes that I'm still working on. But now that the announcement's finally out there, I can kind of take a breath a little bit and sit back and enjoy all the positive feedback that I've gotten so far. Now you're muted. I think you're muted, Mike. Even Cosmic Seed said you're muted. It looks like you're muted in StreamYard.
All right.
There's the guy.
You got me now?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
All right, man. My bad.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, so you're the video guy, right? I'm probably going to have to hit you up for tips on the side to get this right next time. But you mentioned, so Reaper Game Store, is that a pretty big store? I've heard of that like a few times across a couple games. They seem to be pretty involved in a lot of these indies.
Yeah, they actually are Reaper miniatures, so they make all the little minis for a lot of like the big board games. But in front of their studio in their warehouse, they have Reaper Game Store. And so it's a huge store that has all different types of tournaments for all different types of games. And that's kind of where the vision and the dream of doing like a really big tournament for Sorcery, because me personally, I love the game so much. I'm trying to, bring as much attention to it as possible. So I just knew with Bill, who's the manager of Reaper Game Store, I was just like, let's do something big here. And then I knew that they had Reaper Studio, which is behind it. It's pretty much on site to the game store. And so, yeah, we just kind of put our heads together and I said, hey, what can we do? What can we not do? And they have an amazing audio video guy there named John, who's going to be kind of the brains behind the whole operation and making sure everything runs smoothly. So, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. So the tournament is at Reaper Game Store itself. Is that where you're going to host it?
Yep. It's actually at Reaper Game Store.
And where is that? It's in Texas, you said?
Yeah, it's in Denton, Texas, and that's about 30 minutes north of Dallas. It's a one-shot road, from Dallas to Denton. So yeah, about 19 miles from DFW Airport. So we have a lot of people coming in from out of state. Awesome. Yeah, it's very easy commute if you are traveling in.
Yeah, I was going to ask. Okay, cool. So
if you want to make it, if you want to make it, bring some art. I mean,
yeah, that would be awesome. What are the dates again now?
March 16th.
Okay, wow, it's coming up quick. So we got there's like a bunch of qualifiers going on. So let me see. We have the Sorcery Con is happening in Seattle, I think February 16th to 18th. And then yours is in March. And then I think there's like a bunch of qualifiers going on for this Courtesan Cup. I'm in Northern Virginia, so the one in Baltimore is closest to me. I'll probably try to make an appearance there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, traveling. I got 3 little kids, so traveling's a bit difficult.
I'm sure.
But yeah, these promo. Let me try to see if I could get these promos up that you did. It's not coming full screen. You did a hell of a job on these.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, let me call that up. You mentioned you have a video editing background. I noticed your videos are very smooth and well edited. I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I do. For the past 4 years, I've had a photo and video business that was specifically in the real estate industry, and so that's where I got a lot of my experience. But I also used to do music videos for a lot of bands. I used to be in a metal band years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to be in a metal band.
You play an instrument?
I was a vocalist, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll have to check that out. Send me some links later. I want to hear you scream a little.
I absolutely will.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so I did that, and once I got out of the band, we kind of just went our separate ways, and then I started doing music videos for bands in that sort of genre, and then I did like a lot of astrophotography stuff, which led me kind of to where I am now when it comes to real estate. Kind of a weird road, but I tried it all, and for the past 4 years, I've been doing specifically real estate video and some photo as well. So that's where I get a lot of my experience and hands-on learning from.
Okay, great. All right, so here it is. It's a little small. I apologize. I wasn't prepared. I should have saved it locally, but you got a lot of information here. So Team Reaper, $40 to get in for tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, so the MOTM. All right, so you hit me up with the acronym
Modem.
earlier. That's March. Yeah, Modem. March of the Mortals. So you did a custom playmat and what's going on with this T-shirt and the artwork we see in the background?
Yeah, so if you click open in browser, it might be at the bottom of the picture, very bottom of that picture.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It should.
Okay, here we go.
There you go. So it's funny. This art is not hand painted. This is something that I made. So I know it's probably pretty, hands off when it comes to what you're doing in sorcery and stuff. And actually, that's
all good. Yeah.
When it comes to working with sorcery, one of the biggest things where I couldn't like directly work with them was because I was using art like this. That was not hand painted. But again, that had to do with it being such a short timeline. The concept of March of the Mortals, it was very important for me to have the event in the month of March because of playoff of name and just the whole theme of Marching of the Mortals to this one victorious, unique mortal. And so when it came to the dates, the latest it could be was March 16th. I had to come up with some sort of art. So I made this art that you're seeing here that's on the main promos. But yeah, in parallel, like when I first started this idea, I reached out to Truett, which you'll see in the next
Yeah,
promo.
let me
But
pull that
again,
up.
it was really important for me to make the entry cost really low for players because I wanted to get as many people in there as I could,
Hmm.
and but with really big prizes. And me personally, I am a Truett's one of my favorite artists for Sorcery. I never knew who he was until Sorcery, but
Yeah.
there's like something about his painterly effect and the way that he makes people and mortals and stuff. I just really was attracted to that, and just his color palettes and stuff. Where I just had that vision in my head of I wanted to use him as for this piece. So I commissioned specifically um, a piece from Truett that had to do with a concept that I sent to him. So I sent him this idea of what I wanted his art piece to look like, and he loved it. He was super on board with it. And thanks to you, Mike, you got me in touch with him, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'm glad that worked out because he's this is
Yeah,
like his first breakthrough opportunity, and he is super talented. Like you say, it's kind of
he is.
interesting because he's not even 30 years old yet, and he has like this old school classic style, as you say, and really
Yeah.
draws inspiration from some of the old classics, and you see it in the game. And here, so there's multiple like sketches
Mhm.
and pieces here. It was this you
Yeah,
guys honing the concept on the final version you were going for?
it is. And there's actually a lot more as well. But
Hmm.
so also to take a step back, one of the things that I wanted to do with the pieces that the winners would be getting is I wanted it to be an experience. I didn't want to just hand them a painting and say, here you go, you won it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really important for me when I spoke to Truett was that I wanted him to be able to document the process from the sketch to the final delivery of the piece and the digitalization of his art piece. And I asked him, I said, this might be a big ask, and tell me no if you want to. I'm totally okay with it. I'd like, images of the sketches, the ones you do use, the ones you don't use, your
Yeah.
master sketches, just the progress of you painting and everything like that. So him and I have agreed on some specific things that he's going to be documenting so I can give kind of a behind the scenes experience to whoever ends up winning the painting.
Wow.
So yeah, I wanted to take again, they say everything's bigger in Texas. I wanted to make sure that that was very true. So
Yeah.
um yeah,
Yeah, I love
those are
that.
sketches though. Those are a
Yeah.
lot of sketches.
Okay.
He sent so many awesome ideas, even the ones that you don't see here that I'm kind of keeping for the winner. But yeah, there's a lot that I like. There's so much going on. The bottom middle one is really kind of encompasses the idea I had when I told him. I said I wanted this battle-esque scene where there was just a pile of, you know, mortals that have
Mhm.
passed on in battle and that are basically trying to reach for this one unique mortal that's at the top holding the crown.
Mm.
Um, because I do have a YouTube channel called On the Play, and that's what I
Yep.
call all my audience is unique mortals. And
Okay.
so I wanted to go with that theme of this one champion at the very top of this pile, and that there was mortals like reaching and pulling and grabbing for this one guy or girl. Hey,
Yeah.
whatever.
No, it's a great concept, and I love your idea to tell the story of the development of the final painting. Like
Yeah.
that's something I'm really into too. Like in looking at researching the history of all the sorcery game pieces, the
Mhm.
illustrations that were used for the game. Like how did what was the art direction they got from Eric? What was the process? You know, they all work in like a particular medium typically, but like how did they hone the concept into what ultimately became the final version for the card? And there's a lot of iteration in that, you know, between Eric's ideas and the artist's ideas, and just I think that learning about the history of how that came to be really strengthens the connection to it and makes the piece more special. So I think you're really hitting on a key theme there, that to win this prize in your tournament will be a big deal, and then they'll get to know Truett's work better, your idea for the
Mhm.
concept, how the ideas that Truett came up with, and how the final piece got finalized.
Well,
Um,
I think channels like yours. I mean, I really appreciate and value channels like yours that showcase that, and I think that's kind of where maybe subconsciously the ideas came from. Is that you kind of show from the very early on all the sketches, and as it progresses to what everyone is playing, and so I was like, let me kind of capture that as well with this art piece, and so yeah, I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
really cool. Yeah. So how's the you say 64 is the target you're going for? How's that going? Is it sold out, or is there still opportunity to get in on this?
We're only a week in since I announced it, and we're currently at 35 players.
Okay,
So yeah,
halfway home. Nice.
we still have room. I know personally, there's quite a few more people that haven't signed up. So and I have some more things coming soon that I'm going to be announcing to hopefully get, some more people at the tournament and stuff like that. So yeah,
Okay.
it'll be fun.
Yeah, so some of the details here you have.
Yep.
So the painting itself, that's the top prize for the main event.
Yeah, I value that
Okay.
piece very highly.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would be the top piece.
Wow, 18 by 24. So that's pretty big too. That's
Yep.
going to be a pretty epic painting. I can't wait to see the final thing. Has he finished it yet, or is it still kind of a work in progress?
He has not. He's working on the master sketches right now.
Okay.
Actually, because again, he sent me so many there's some amazing sketches that would be fantastic in sorcery, but
Yeah.
um, having to kind of pick and choose elements of each of the sketches, and I like this, I don't like this. So he's at that stage right now where he's working on the master sketch, and then we're gonna kind of like tweak that. So that's where he's at right now.
Okay. The so the playmat, is that how does the playmat going to work? Are you going to do multiple copies of that, or is it just one for the winner?
So for the custom playmat, so Truett's going to be digitalizing his art. I'm going to be
Hmm.
sending it off to print for a custom playmat. There's going to be only one of those, one copy of those, which is like a champion playmat with his art on it. So that'll be
Nice.
that piece.
Yeah,
And
that
then
sounds awesome.
I'm doing a chip. So everyone that just for registering and showing up to the event, because I'm not shipping out the shirts or anything like that. There will be
Okay.
when you come to the event. I'll have a champion March of the Mortals shirt and champion March of the Mortals playmat as well. So if you sign up and win, you end up leaving with 3 playmats, which may be
Yeah.
excessive, but I wanted to do a lot.
Well,
um,
I think playmats with custom art, especially original art, is a really big deal. Even if it's not
Absolutely.
like a game or illustration for the like an official card in the game, like
Mhm.
something like this with a commissioned art specifically for this tournament, one of the first tournaments ever for sorcery, I think is a big deal, and that's very enticing.
Yeah.
For local players. I mean, I wish I personally had time to play more. I'm always like jealous of these events. Like if I could get around and just had the time to practice and get good at this game, it'd be super fun to
Sure.
try to compete for some of these things. So I definitely commend your efforts. I know it's no small undertaking to
No.
organize an event that's pulling in people from out of town, dozens of people showing up. That's like quite an undertaking. It looks like you're handling it very well, and you got some really cool creative ideas and
Oh, I
enticing
appreciate
prize
that.
support. So
Yeah.
you got a beta booster box, half a box of alpha, and the Crown Sorcerer promo. Cool. Yeah, those are at the ones from Gen Con, right?
Yes, and actually, those will be awarded to the top 8. Actually, so it's not just the top prize for that. Yeah, the top prize right now is the Truett Parish art piece, custom playmat by Truett, a champion playmat, a champion shirt, uh, beta booster box, half an alpha booster box, which I'm rounding up to 20 because there's 39 packs in an alpha box, Crown Sorcerer promo, and then a ticket to come back to March of the Mortals to kind of be the champion and keep that momentum going.
Cool. So are you doing like a qualifier circuit like some of the other places are doing, or is this just you buy into the main event and then like 60, I guess all 64 play in the singular main event that whittles down to the top 8 and then the obviously top winner?
Yep, you're absolutely so the latter, which would be it's going to be one standalone event that happens on that Saturday, which is 6 rounds of Swiss top
Hmm.
8 record goes into a playoff, a single elimination for the grand prize.
Okay. Nice. So single day event?
Single day
Yeah.
event, yes.
Okay.
2025, we're already in the works for planning on 2025's March of the Mortals.
Hmm.
That's going to be a weekend long event. That was the intention for this event as well, but because we were on
Hmm.
such a short time crunch, I didn't want to pull myself like too thin, I guess you can say. So I was like, let's
Yeah.
just keep it simple to this one, try to show what I can do in terms of like the live stream element and all the other cool production pieces that I could possibly do. And for 2025, also commissioning, original like hand painted art for like the promos and stuff. So it'll be more of a weekend kind of like a convention style of event.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Well, it's pretty exciting. I mean, this is like
Yeah.
last year, I'm not aware of any tournaments that happened just yet. And of course, like product was hard to get with just the alpha Kickstarter, and then beta kind of opened the doors a bit. So this is really the first year of starting really the community taking the tournament scene by the reins. It'll be interesting to see if the company moves at all in that direction. But again, like I commend your efforts and Ron, who's running the
Yeah.
Baltimore Courtesan Cup, and the guys out doing Sorcery Con out in Seattle. Those are probably the big three, at least that I'm aware of. Hopefully Europe gets on board and gives me an excuse to get out there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It might be difficult for me to travel to Dallas in March this year, but maybe next year if I plan ahead, that would be really cool. Or if you can make it up to Baltimore this summer, I'd love to meet you in person and hang out a bit and talk sorcery.
Same here. Ron and I were just talking like 2 nights ago about a connection with this tournament, March of the Mortals, and the Courtesan Cup. But just being very candid, I told this to Ron as well. I want March of the Mortals to be a standalone thing. I don't want it associated or kind of like a stepping stone to anything else, because I feel like this is its own thing. So this is the first time I'm announcing it. I haven't even done it like publicly. I will be hosting another tournament after March of the Mortals locally at Reaper Game Store for a trip to the Courtesan Cup. So I will have an event shortly after, maybe a few weeks after March of the Mortals, that will be for some seats at the Courtesan Cup.
Great. Awesome. Well, thanks
exclusive
for
here first.
Yeah, that's great to hear. I'm sure we'll hear more to come. I'm trying to help Ron to promote that one a little bit. And I think he's trying to get some artists to show up and different things. So everyone's doing it a little different. It's really exciting. I know it'll just get bigger and bigger in the coming years, but yeah, 64 is a nice size tournament to get started, and it's cool. You're pulling in people from other markets to come check it out. So is your local scene at Reaper growing pretty well? You have pretty good regular following?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really good. We have a couple stores here that are supporting sorcery and having like play events weekly. Unfortunately, they're all on Sundays, so it's all like everyone's kind of stretching. So I'm trying to coordinate that where we have like Saturday and Sundays where everyone can just play the game depending on what store they want to go to. But right now, everyone's playing on Sundays. But we have a good turnout, surprisingly, for like weekly events.
Okay, awesome. All right, man.
What about where you are?
Well, there are a few LGSs. I'm in Northern Virginia, so I guess there's the one that Ron was telling me about is called Dice City Games. I think that's up in Maryland. And then there's like a couple stores within like an hour or two around here. There's like a local, they call it the what do you call it, like the social club or something? Sorcery Social Club, I think.
Yep.
And I think that entails like people in Northern Virginia and Maryland, because like up here there's a Maryland and Northern Virginia border each other, and they kind of like bleed into each other. People live in one and work in the other oftentimes and commute. So it's generally close enough where people migrate to a few stores around here. And there's definitely growing interest just broadly. I mean, especially you could see it on the social media platforms too. There's a lot of growth and a lot of people getting interested in both the collecting side and the playing side. Which is really exciting. Yeah, it's gonna be a big year, and Arthurian Legends gonna blow the doors off. I'm certain.
I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, whenever that is. But yeah, man, I'd love to have you on or like come on your channel or whatever. Just have like a longer form discussion just about this and like what you got going on. I know we haven't talked much. I've been kind of aware of your channel, but we haven't talked too much. Certainly not on camera or anything like that, or even on Discord. So I want to learn more about what you're all about, learn about this heavy metal thing.
I'll send you a video once
what's
this
going on
over.
in Texas. Yeah. This sounds like an awesome event, man. And again, congrats. Seems like it's going to be a big success. And if there's any way I can help you get the word out, just let me know. Happy to.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. I hope your wife is feeling better.
Yeah, she's getting there. She said, "Don't do a 3-hour one this time," but I got a bad habit of that.
Makes sense.
All right, man. Well, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Good luck to you. Hope it's a great success. Thanks.
Thank you.
See ya. All right, guys. So, March of the Mortals. Let me, I butchered that audio pretty bad at the start, so I apologize. Let's do this. Let's get our let's fix whatever the hell I did here and go back to the overhead cam. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty epic event he's got going on. You know what? I'm not going to need the AirPods anymore, so I'm going to kill that. And what we're going to do next is have a sample pack break. And I think my overhead cam will pop in here in a moment. Make sure I don't jack up the audio. All right. This should be good enough. Here we go. There we go. All right. All right, now we're in business. All right, let me catch up on chat here. So we got Investable Collectibles, Mule Man Gaming, Cosmic Seeds. What's up? Hashtagger. That's a new one. I don't remember hashtagger popping in before. 5. What's up, man? How's the Melissa Benson collection coming? Too Fluent. What's up, dude? Brian. All right. Well, what I did do, guys, is let's go back. Let's pop this guy back in. What's going on here? All right. So that says it's already up there. Yeah. So I did get the wheels ready. We had 2 things going on. We got a sample pack break. We got 15 slots, and then we got the giveaway. So if I go back to the overhead camera, what I said was this is sample pack break number 15. So I said what we'll do for those that participated in 14 and 15, we're going to give away one of these Ed Bear Jr. Dragon Lord sketch prints. It's so big you can't even see it on screen, but that is the Dragon Lord by Ed. He's shown this before, so it's okay for me to show it. I can't, let me, it's going to be inverted, but it comes with this nice seal at the bottom. It says Dragon Lord Ed Bear Jr. That's a certificate of authenticity. After you take the plastic seal off, you can take that off, but that's his amazing Dragon Lord sketch, and I have a copy of the personal copy of the painted version, which is pretty epic. So we talked about, there's one other thing I need to show. So Sorcery Con, right? Sorcery Con, we just talked about March of the Mortals. That's a tournament that's going to be happening in Texas. And then coming up February 16th to 18th. Let me check my little calendar here, guys. 16th to 18th. I think that's a weekend, right? It is, right? 16th to 18th. So it's not this weekend, or not next weekend, but the weekend after. Sorcery Con in Seattle also commissioned a painting. But this one was from a community member who's an aspiring artist. And he earned his way into a table at the IX Art Show. He submitted some artwork. I think he got a table. I want to say, hopefully I get this right. I think it's for the evening showcase event, which is on the weekend. This is a art show that happens in roughly late October, like October 22nd or so, I want to say typically. I forget the exact dates this year, but it's in Reading, Pennsylvania. And he's going to have a table there showing off his work. And he's trying to get his work into sorcery eventually is his goal. But he's an aspiring artist, and he was commissioned to do one of the prizes. I think it's a top prize. I'll have to get the Sorcery Con guys on to talk about the prize support or go do a little research on that. But I believe the top surprise, they commissioned a painting from, you know him in the Discords as Centerpoint. And it's called Space Needle Island. And this is the painting. Of course, I'm going to struggle. Let me get a few things out of the way. I got boxes everywhere. All right, we got sorcery boxes here taking up space. So let me clear some space and we'll take a look at this. All right, guys. Space Needle Island. Get it? So Space Needle Island, this is a very large painting. I don't know, let me see if he has the dimensions on here. So on the back, it's on this wood board panel, right? So this panel board is very firm, very large, very secure. Number 56, it says. I'll have to ask him what the significance of that, or if he's in chat seeing this, maybe he could chime in. But Space Needle Island, and then he signed it 11/28/23, Osmankowski, 2023. And he's got his seal on there. So Space Needle Island, you get it, it's in Seattle, right? So it's this space needle in the sky. If you guys are into sci-fi, fantasy art, this is really cool. I apologize for that bar covering the right side a little bit, but the colors are really nice in this. Here you see the Seattle Space Needle. So it's, you know, obviously on brand and perfectly fitting for this big tournament. It's one of the bigger tournaments that's happening in the sorcery scene. I just talked about it with Drew. Between March of the Mortals, Sorcery Con, and the Courtesan Cup, those are like the big 3 U.S. tournaments that are happening this year. And pretty soon, in the coming months. So it's a beautiful painting. I saw in the official Discords they were playing with a kind of a card version of this. And it looks really awesome on a card layout, actually. So if you look at the bottom here, there's some negative space at the bottom where you can imagine a text box if this was an Atlas site, and then the title box might obscure some of this up here, but you get the island here, the Space Needle Island in the 4, and it looks really cool. So this is what I'm going to do here is, while the event is going on in Seattle, I am going to auction this where I usually do my auctions, you know, in the Sorcery Contested Realm Community Facebook group and the Collector Arthouse Discord. And people can bid on either platform. You know, I mirror the bids on both platforms. And that's going to be offered for auction. I think we're just going to run it with no reserve and let it fly. And 100% of the proceeds will be going to the artist on this. So it's just to help the show and the tournament. And I thought it'd be really cool, you know, for like a community member, aspiring artist in a community, to do this painting for that event. That's a really awesome idea. You got Drew with March of the MOTM. What do you call it? Motum? March of the Mortals, doing an amazing Truid Parish painting commission. I love to see top prize for all these tournaments includes an original painting of some kind, be a community member, sorcery artist. You're getting art as a top prize, is very unique, very awesome. That theme is really resonating with sorcery as a game that endorses original art. Really supports original art. All right. So what do we got going on here? So here is this beautiful bookmarks. It's kind of ironic since I am infamous for not reading ever. Never read. I only read Discord chats and Facebook posts. But this beautiful series of bookmarks is from Severin Pinu, one of the most popular artists in sorcery. I probably just jammed up all the calendar dates, but I wanted to kind of show this off. This is really beautiful. She sent me like a package of stuff and some gifts for my kids. It's very nice and sweet of her to do. Let me see if I could. I won't mess around with organizing the months, but these are all paintings that Severin did. And just goes to show the beautiful work that happens in and outside of the game of sorcery with these artists. You know, you should really take the time to go check out their social media and their portfolio of work. Just look at the amazing, incredible art that Severin does. She does dragons very well. And actually, just before I came on live here, she sent me the next embellished print concept that we're doing. This is the Year of the Dragon. So we're going to have a really incredible, it looks absolutely amazing, embellished print concept with one of her most famous paintings in sorcery, right? So here you go. And on the back, they got these like French sayings here, you know? If I was going to read anything, I would learn to read this, and I would read it. She does unicorns beautifully. We have the autumn unicorn in sorcery. That's not it, but the Pegasus. It'd be really cool if she did a Pegasus for sorcery, wouldn't it? She does unicorns, Pegasus, horses, so nice. Beautiful lion. She does this nature stuff incredibly well. And the bird. We kind of got a taste of that on Avatar of Air. All right, so just wanted to show that real quick. We're here to chase grails, right, with the sample packs, and this is one. I'll be shipping this off today. I was just helping out on a middleman deal. This, again, there's only 2 of these, to my knowledge, that have been found. So I auctioned both of these ages ago, like a year ago at least. Maybe the first time 2 years ago. It was a massive, massive auction. The top auction ever was the Philosopher's Stone sample card that sold for $16,500, which is pretty nuts, pretty wild in the pre-alpha era. And then this one sold for $10,100 at the time. And now this is a middleman deal of comparable value, I'll say. So sample cards are massive right now. They're super exciting. People are super pumped about the history of sorcery, about the art, about the development of the game. You know, that's what it's all about. When an indie's taken off and you're learning about its coming up period, right? And how the game evolved and developed. So predestination became key theorem mechanism. It had this amazing quote here, "Let us go where fate directs us." And they changed it nicely too, I gotta say. I'm not mad about the change in the final. I love this quote here. But if you go to, I'm going to go to collectorarthouse.com really quick. I should have had this up. So in the new Kythera mechanism, let me go to Severin's page at collectorarthouse.com. There is, they changed this to say, all wins are favorable when the destination is unknown. And if you, I did a video ages ago, in the early days of the channel, about Kythera mechanism. And it's actually called the anti-Kythera mechanism. And I did a video feature about what that is. And it's got some really, really awesome and interesting real-life history. I won't belabor the point on that. But if you go watch that video or just type in anti-Kythera mechanism, you'll find out what the real meaning of this is. So, that is one of the grails we chased today, guys. We got a sample pack. We got the giveaway. We're going to spin the wheel on that. This is actually, hang on. Where did I do? Yeah. This is the pack we're going to do today, okay? So, I bought this one recently. The guy trolled me hardcore with this. What is this goofy toy card right here? I don't know, man. I was like, you bastard, how dare you? So, to secure... This is a new use case for whatever this game is right here. The new use case is to ship sample cut packs with a little fortification from these toys right here. Alright? So, let's take a look. Alright, so he's got the toy, and then he's got other top loaders for some rigidity. Alright, and let's take a look. Nice. Very nicely packed. What is this guy? Oh, it's a double whammy. We got this troll guy and this other guy slinging digital art every which way. Alright, so on the front of the pack, we got the Void sticker, and on the back, we have SCR-04 barcode. So this is a U.S. pack emanating from the United States of America. And that the U.S. packs, guys, I don't know. People were hot on the Germany packs, but then we pulled the time stop in the U.S. packs. And time came to a stop indeed. It was glorious and beautiful. All right, so I have my penny sleeves. Dual Brain MTG. What's up, my man? Mill2 Med has arrived. Who else we got up in here? King Me with a Y. Interesting avatar. Real nice. JC. All right. Thanks for popping in, guys. And Phantom X Mods. And Stupid Elf. Stupid Elf says it's a fab card. Yeah. All right. Are you sold out on all sample packs? Not all, technically. This one's sold out. The next one is sold out, which will be Sample Pack Break 16. But I do have more packs beyond that, and I'm trying to buy more all the time. So there will be a 17 at some point. I just got to see. I mean, I don't like to sell them 2 packs ahead, you know, because I don't want to keep people waiting too long. So usually, like in the days leading to a break, I'll open up orders for the next pack. So the next one is sold out. I might try to fit it in next weekend. I got a few things going on, and of course it's Super Bowl weekend. But we might do Sample Pack 16 next weekend. Worst case, we would do it the weekend after. And then we'll probably just keep it rolling. So look for Sample Pack Break 17 orders to open sometime in the next couple weeks. Just follow along the Collector Arthouse Discord. Is probably the best place to get notified, or you could go to the Collector. I actually have a Collector Arthouse Facebook group, which people sometimes don't know of. So if I go to Facebook, I guess I could have that open. The problem is people are sending me DMs constantly. I got to be careful here. You never know what might pop out. But if you go to here you go, Collector Arthouse Facebook group. So in order to, here you go. So I'm now multicasting to Collector Arthouse Facebook group, the community group, and the YouTube channel. But this is this is the first Facebook group I ever did. It only has 556 people. It's relatively small, but this was like a general fantasy art showcase type of group. So before, it predated Sorcery. So before Sorcery came along, I was really into art in general, and I would just, you know, showcase like all different kinds of Sorcery art from different genres. It wasn't necessarily just TCGs. It was any kind of art, but largely fantasy art. Largely fantasy art, I would say. That style. or imaginative realism. So there's a nice library of artwork in there if you look at the media section. But anyway, the point was, that's where I post. Man, it's like performance surgery on these packs. That is where I post the announcements for the sample pack breaks and in the Collector Arthouse Discord. Right? And it's usually like a pretty elaborate event of sorts. Like I'll try to have, lately I've been having a lot of guests on from around the community to talk about sorcery. Last week I had Gadu Duaso on, one of the artists who painted this guy right here. The Carchemish Chimera. Amazing paint. You can't appreciate the full scale of this bad boy. Let me move that head over here. It's about 3 feet wide by 4 feet tall. Freaking massive. And it's just amazing. So I'm going to get rid of that goofy shelf right there, that table. It's going to be the centerpiece of that wall, along with all the other paintings that I own that I'm going to get framed one of these days. For sure. All right, what's up, Ted? We got Sean up in the house. Greetings, sorcerers. Richard Somerville. Time stop should arrive to me this week. He can't stop talking about his time stop. And who can blame him? Absolutely incredible. All right, guys, we have a breakthrough. I finally got through that pack. So we need to put our weapon away. Yeah. Incredible pull. The time stop, one of the biggest pulls ever on the channel. With exception, no, probably not, without exception, I would say. It's the biggest pull of all time on the channel. I was the first ever to pull the Philosopher's Stone foil on the channel. That was like in my, when Alpha first came out, I was opening them cases at a time. We were doing case breaks. And I pulled an Alpha foil Philosopher's Stone. And that was a pretty epic moment. But, you know, time stop, guys. I mean, time stop is way more rare than the Alpha foil stone. So if you're a rarity person, if you like unique things, if you like the historical development of the game, it's sample cards. Nothing is more rare than sample cards. Besides paintings, one of one. You know, is there anything better? So paintings are the most rare thing. Then you have artist proofs. Only 25 artist proofs given to each artist. And then there was a complete set of artist proofs given to the top 4 Sorcery Kickstarter pledge backers. So 29 in total, printed and disseminated to the public. Who knows? Maybe Eric owns a full set himself. But 29 that we know of. Square corners. And guess what? We haven't seen any for beta. So they're extremely rare. And I have a theory that maybe when they do Arthurian Legends, we might see rounded corners, like the cards, for the artist proofs. So artist proofs are pretty amazing. There's 29 copies, right? But they're all one of one uniques, just like paintings, because the artists are either doing detailed sketches or paintings on the back. So they're amazing collectible. They're very exciting and fun to own, because you know you have a one of one unique collectible directly levered to sorcery as a game we love. Oh shit. All right. Oh man. I'm talking to a guy and he's hitting me up while I'm live. I'm gonna have to all right. The key is to not get distracted. Let me close Discord. All right, I'm just gonna close Facebook, man. I can't have these distractions right now. It's too hot. I'm always in the pursuit of art. So if you guys got artwork, you need to hit me up. Paintings? I need paintings. So if you were in collector tier and you're just like a player and you don't care about paintings, hit me up. If you are one of the people that got one of the 244 sample packs that were disseminated through Kickstarter, hit me up. I'm always in the market for those. Paintings, sample packs, artist proofs. Working with a lot of the artists to sell their paintings and artist proofs. And other cool projects. We have some incredible embellished print projects going on. And as I said, I got one going on with a few artists, couple prototypes, 2 different artists. We have concepts going on right now. Technically 3, but the other one's already pre-sold. The mixes by Elvira Shakarova, long sold out. But there's a couple more in the works that are not entirely pre-sold. What I do is I I work with the artists. We do about 10 to 15 copies. It's always been 10, but we might increase it to 15 for these next couple because demand has been very high. So I give priority to Patreon supporters, and then if it doesn't sell out, then I open it up to the public. And all of the concepts have completely sold out. Not entirely within Patreon, mostly within Patreon, but then a few more for the public. So we need to increase it to 15, given the growth of Patreon and the growth of interest in art and sorcery, which is amazing and beautiful to see. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cards. Always good to see. 15 cards in a pack. And we have 1 Atlas, 2 Atlas cards. All right, so I think last week, did we have 4 Atlas cards, guys? 4 Atlas sites, which is wild. You usually see 1 to 4. I don't know that I've ever seen more than 4. All right, did you find other cores outside the aquamarine in a sample pack? All 4 cores do exist, 5. All 4 do exist. There's a guy that managed to collect all 4. I'm actually trying to find some. If anyone has some of the sample cores, let me know, because I have a buyer I'm trying to help out with. I do like consignment and stuff too, and there's a guy trying to find those. So let me know if you found them. I have not pulled any of the cores. They show up as exceptionals, and they're called gems in the sample pack, in the sample packs. So exceptionals are still incredibly rare to pull. You know, I opened 14 packs on the channel. This is number 15. We've never pulled a core. I did pull the Mix Ignis a few weeks ago. That was a monster hit. And I pulled the Time Stop. Freaking awesome. Never pulled a Predestination. I acquired those and then sold those via consignment deal through my auction services. And same for the Philosopher's Stone. Only one of those ever known to be discovered. So you never know what you might pull out of these sample packs. Let's see. Yeah, good luck to those in this break. Included a small print of a signed occult ritual in one of the shipments he sent. Yeah, I do have, so I have these A6 prints from a couple of the artists. I did a couple series with Severin. I just straight up bought them from the artist, like 100 copies or something. I think with the Lindsay Crumet ones, I only did, was it 25 of each or 50 of each? I forget. So sometimes, you know, when I mail things out from the auctions or from these sample pack breaks, I'll include a print signed by the artist. It's an A6 print, so it's like a basically like a 4x6 postcard size. So you get the 5x7 magnetic acrylic frames, and they look really good in those. And you can just stand them up on your desk at home or in the office or whatever. Yeah, people are always hitting this guy up to try to buy the Time Stop. Is there an occult ritual sample card? Not to my knowledge. I don't think one has been found. The thing was with these sample cards, guys, they were printed well before the final alpha set was finalized. So there is not a sample card for all 403 cards in the set. It's some subset of that, and we don't have perfect data of that, but there's a guy named Eric, A-R-I-C, in my Discord, who is keeping an archive as best he can of all of the sample cards that have been discovered. And that list is also, I hosted that on the Collector Arthouse website, so you guys can go find it under Collector's Corner here, and then go to Sample Card Gallery. It's a gallery of like a lot of these sample cards that I sold via auction, and at the top you have this Sorcery Sample Card Google Sheets. You click on that bad boy, and here is Eric's Google Sheets sheet that has all of the cards that have been discovered as best he was able to aggregate different polls. Really, really great resource for the community there that you can go check out at collectorarthouse.com. So kudos to him for his hard work in curating that data. All right, let's see. Let's space out the Atlas card a little bit so we have some action mixed in. We always like to do one towards the end, right? This is completely randomized because I'm going to spin the wheel in a moment. So we've probably shuffled good enough. We have our 15 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you know what? Let's go back and pull up the wheels again. And in case you guys are busy today, and I want to hold you hostage if you're here for the breakaway, if you were in last week's break. So we had 15 slots from last week, pack 14. We got 15 from pack 15. So based on the number of slots you purchased, I put your name on a wheel multiple times. You know, so Pristinables, Pristinables, he has 3 in this pack. His name shows up 3 times. Gambit 11 here had 2 last week, so 2 times. And when I launched pack 15, I think it was, I said I would take the participants from sample break 14 and 15 and give away that Ed Beard Jr. Sketch print, right? So I'm gonna shuffle, spin the wheel, and whatever we land on, I will ship this thing out to you guys at my cost. And yeah, it'd be awesome art display piece. Here we go. The giveaway, and then we get into the sample pack. All right. Easy B 137. All right, Easy B 137. I think he's in today's break. So let's see. I'm gonna kill that page. Easy B, yeah, Easy B 137 has 1 card today. So a very lucky roll. You will get the Ed Beard Jr. Dragon Lord sketch print. Congratulations, man. And let's shuffle up the wheel and get it popping here. All right. Thorough shuffle. We shuffled the cards. We shuffle the wheel. And our first spin for the break. Oh, wait. Okay. Pristinables. I almost forgot something, guys. I almost forgot. Let's go back. All right. So Pristinables is going to be first. So let me put him up top. Pristinables. All right, so we had Drew on to open the show, and we showed the predestination is the grail we're chasing. One of the grails, you know. Of course, we get the Philo Stone. We know that exists as a sample card. But I almost forgot to bless this pack. How could I forget to bless the pack? You always got to bless the pack. I haven't been doing this enough, and our hits have been irregular. So we need to bless this bad boy. Let's light him up. Let's light him up. Oh, God, the lighting. We got harsh lighting in here today. We'll light it up. Light it up. Splash some holy water. This is a little bit blasphemous. A little bit. Just a touch blasphemous. But we need that good mojo and those good vibes to bless this pack. All right. And we need to look to the heavens above for the pareidolia effect. The beautiful spirit of godly pulls. You never know what you might find. You never know. A child's imagination. Right straight out of the tadpole pool. Right up there into the heavens. There she is, guys. All right, that one's live for auction right now. All right, enough goofing around. It's a very serious sample break. Jeremy, what's up, man? On the play. All right. Thanks for sticking around, man. All right, let me get Pristinables. We have a blessed pack here today. First pull. Oh, the Swamp Buffalo. We seem to get this every week, right? Jussie Pilkus. Look at this is an underrated work. I'd love to know how long it took him to paint this thing. There's so much like line detail in here. It's absurd. So the Swamp Buffalo is an icon of contentment. He's just sitting there, of a beast of ponderous proportions, just chilling in the forest, completely consumed by the overgrowth. Let's take a look at the website here real quick to have a look at how that one changed. I seem to wipe this from memory every week, so we got to revisit the change on this. I want to say this one did not change a whole lot. Man, look at the beautiful art of Jussie Pilkus. Yeah, so the casting cost is the same. It's 1, 2. Okay, so the flavor text changed. It says impassive, plump, and peaceful. The Swamp Buffalo is an icon of contentment. So a little extra flavor sprinkled on this bad boy in the alpha debut. All right, pristine. So that's an ordinary beast. First ordinary out of the way. Back to the wheel. All right. 14 to go. The wife says, keep it short. It's like, no problem. No 3 hours today. 2 hours, 59 minutes. No problem. Wow, pristine. Twice in a row. Unbelievable. All right. Pristinables. 259, I promise. All right. Coming off the wheel. There we go. Don't worry about it. 259. Not a second longer. Spirelich. Wow. Vasily Ermolev. An epic exceptional. Man, the art is pure gold with Vasily every time. His portfolio work is incredible. So exceptionals, highly underrated. 3 exceptionals per sample pack. 244 sample packs in the Kickstarter. And then I got some articles at Collector Arthouse and a sample card video, which talks about how rare these things are. Exceptionals, insanely rare. Exceptional, elite, unique, they're all crazy rare. Even the ordinaries, there aren't a ton of copies individually of the ordinaries. So we go to Sorcery Cards, and then you come on down to Vasily Ermolev. Helps if you're showing the screen, though. Here you go. All right. Vasily Ermolev. So we're looking for the Spirelich. Or Lich. All right. I always think this is an avatar when I see this. It's got that avatar vibe to it. Would it be better if I did? There's no good way, is there? Nah, that's me in the card. That's just me in the card. Oh, that's a little too personal. All right. That'll have to do. So we got the sample Spirelich. It went from 2 casting costs. A lot of these got nerfed a bit. So it went up to 3 casting cost. And wow. So from 3 power toughness to 1. An exceptional undead towers above. It used to stay on sample card form. An exceptional undead watches over the realm. Really cool. Spellcaster, range +1. Summon only on your tower. This Lich can't move. And now in Alpha, if Spirelich is atop a tower, it has +2 power, ranged, and Spellcaster. Okay. So it's fairly similar. I mean, that's a lot of change. So the casting cost got a little higher. The toughness got a little lower. Undead, towers above. I love watches over the realm. That's really cool. The word realm is just an epic word. You can't go wrong with realm. I was a little late. I was a little late for the break because I was manicuring the nails a little bit, you know. I got it. I let it slip a little bit the past few days. I was like, we cannot have this. These guys can wait. All right, we're going back to the wheel. Back to the wheel. Let me backspace on that. 13 to go. Record time. The efficiency, it's next level. Jeremy, how you doing, man? Pretty good weekend. Not bad. Wife's sick, though, so been trying to entertain the kids. Causing her some little angst today as I'm goofing around here playing games while she's trying to recover. Pacatus. Pacatus is in every break. He does just one for every break, it seems. He's doing well. He's reselling them, and he's getting free rolls every week, basically. Trying to hit the grails. All right, Pacatus. Oh, I am a hand metal. Absolutely too fluent. That's critical for tubing. Here we go. Ghost Ship. Oh, man. There it is. The Elite. So that is the banger slot in the pack. However, there's amazing ordinaries. The Wolpertinger, I think, is an ordinary, if I remember correctly. The ordinary counterspell. The exceptionals. We could still hit the gems. But Ghost Ship, man. One of the top artworks by Jussie. Man, that is amazing. I think I auctioned one of these ages ago. Let me see if it's in the archive. Oh, I'm not showing the page. I'm pretty sure I auctioned one of these. This is such an amazing artwork. There we go. Ghost Ship. And I'll show you guys. If you're not on Facebook, I don't know how you exist in the real world, because it's such an incredible resource. If you go to the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group, it's been around. I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary of creating this group. We're at almost 3,600 people. But the archive of information on this page is completely invaluable. So if I just do a quick search here for Ghost Ship, we can see it has all the... Look at this, man. This is a video clip that Eric showed ages ago. April 18th, 2022. And it was like one of the first looks at foils we got. But here you go. So this Ghost Ship, back in December 9th, 2022, I auctioned one of these. $525 was the winning bid on that one. Man, I think that would be probably cheap by today's standards with how much these have popped off. But there it is, guys. You just do a little search, and you got this amazing photo library and this historical record of all of the auctions. There's been tons and tons of auctions, so there's a lot of good data points to go call over. All right, so Pacatus, man, you crushed this week again. Again, he gets a highly probable full refund if anyone's chasing this card. Or just keep it for yourself, man. That's a valuable card. That's one of the best artworks by Jussie as far as I'm concerned. Although it's hard to pick. He's got incredible work in the game here. Let's take a look. Ghost Ship. So 6 to cast. It was only 5 as a sample card. Let's do one of these. Let's go like that and then like that. Maybe Drew can train me up on how to be a professional YouTuber because I'm such a noob with this. Look at the quality. We're getting absolute whiteout. The overhead cam can't... There we go. A little autofocus. All right, so we got 5 to cast. It changed to 6. 1 threshold instead of 2. Power level got a buff from 3 to 5. Elite Spirits sail undying seas. And the sample card says Elite Undead Spirits sail between realms. Again, the word realms. Why would you remove the word realms? That's 2 for 2. We lost the realm word. It's tough. It's tough. All right, this ship moves freely in the void and on water sites. It may carry any number of minions. And now it has Void Walk. Whenever a ghost ship enters a site from the void, you may summon a spirit from any cemetery to its location. Wow. Any cemetery? That's sick. This card seems good. What do you game players say? I know I have an undefeated record, but I'll admit I've played less than some people. So you game players can fact check me on if that is a good card. But it seems pretty freaking good to me, and the artwork is pretty incredible. Brian plays it in his water deck. All right, we're 3 down. We're back on the wheel. Timbo Slice in the Flesh is here. Timbo, what's up, man? The art is stunning. True statement. Every stream he mentions trimming those nails. You have to. I'm just trying to look out for other tubers and any aspiring tuber. Not that I'm a noob, like I'm a junior tuber, but you got to keep it clean, guys. You can't be showing up looking like a Sasquatch and an absolute animal on these streams. Nobody wants to see that. Purple Squish. Purple Squish. You had 2, right? I gotta make sure. Yeah, Purple Squish has 2 in the pack. Here we go, Purple. Here we go, he says. All right, one time off the wheel. Full overhead cam. You see how seamlessly I worked that? Professional StreamYarder. All right, here we go. Boom. Imperial Pikeman. Another exceptional. Real nice hit here. Amazing, beautiful artwork by Andrea Modesti. So, as you guys know, Andrea, one of my favorite artists. I worship him like the second coming. I own the most paintings that I own. I have several paintings. I have the most of Andrea Modesti. And I was like, hey, man, let's talk about that Imperial Pikeman. And he was like, he's like, yeah, I really like that one. He's like, I don't know. I don't think I want to sell it. So he wouldn't sell it to me. This was a while back. So he wanted to keep it. But I was like, just so enthralled by the detail here and the beautiful colors. You know, the color palette that he used. It's a real impressive artwork. So we go back to the website. Let's take a look at the change that we have on this one from the first ever commissioned sorcery artist, Andrea Modesti. The man himself. Look at this. Albispine Pikeman. I forgot they changed the title of that one. So it used to be Imperial Pikeman, and it's now Albspine Pikeman. All right? Exceptional mortals stand fabulous in force. Fabulous in force. That's nice. I like that. Now it says exceptional mortals with prodigious pulls. Prodigious pulls. It's always the alliteration in the typeline text. Strikes first while attacking. And so in sample card, it had no flavor text. It says these pikemen deal combat damage before other minions they fight. And now it strikes first while attacking. All right, so they just cleaned it up, streamlined the verbiage a little bit so they could fit this sample or this flavor text. It says, it serves him right who runs into the long reach of a pikeman. Grimmel Schossen. Grimmel Schossen. Is that German? Purple squish. Real nice pull, man. That is a beautiful... Look how nice that card looks. Look at that. Juxtapositioned against my very precisely manicured thumbnail. That is a work of art, guys. That is a work of art. We're crushing on the art front. Did you guys, let's see. But what if we are a Squatch? I don't know. Then you could do whatever you want. Duly noted, I'm just a gigolo scrub. Juggalo. Collect a lot of things. Love art on cardboard. Their sites are some of my favorites. Did snow altars and flooded altars on them too. Oh yeah, you're the altar guy? Yeah, I've been seeing those. Those are nice. The winter, you can't go wrong with the winter scene. Mikhail's been crushing it with those artist proofs he's been doing. All right, back to the wheel. 11 to go. Right on schedule. 2 hours and 59 minutes. Not a second longer. Congrats on the sketch, Easy B. Yeah, it's a nice roll, man. H Cho. H Cho is on the board. Here we go. H Cho's got 2 in here. H Cho 3528, not to be mistaken with H Cho 3527 nor 29. We have H Cho 3528. 1 down. To the pack we go. We have not hit an Atlas site yet. So, ooh, Atlas coming up next. But first, from the spellbook. Dispel. Beautiful. You guys saw I just auctioned a Dispel and a Disenchant that had the first splash of color from Elvira Palikowska. She does these detailed ink sketches for artist proofs. Still have a lot of those available. If you guys want to go to the Collector Arthouse website or my Discord and see what's available, or just DM me and hit me up. But she's got a lot of artist proofs available. And the Dispel is really nice. Really nicely done. And I showed a pretty sweet picture on the Facebook group again with the painting in the background. Beautiful painting. Very colorful. So, quick ordinary magic of Shattered Vanity. And it's that quick effect. You used to be able to play it on your opponent's turn. So this is a pretty banger ordinary hit. I think all the ones with the quick mechanic are pretty cool and unique and special. People are really into those. So if you go to Elvira Palikowska, the quick ordinary magic of Shattered Vanity. So see, the quick mechanic was removed, no longer exists in alpha. Maybe we'll see it introduced in the future, along with counterspells to really trigger people. Sometimes people get upset about that. Destroy target aura or relic. Pride cometh before the foil. And now, destroy all auras and artifacts at target location up to 2 steps away. All right, so it's a bit range bound now. And Pride goeth before destruction. So they changed that a bit too. Real nice card. Dispel. H Cho. That's a good hit, man. I'd be pretty happy with that one. Yeah, it's a beautiful artwork on this. That was one of the ones that was given away in a collector tier pledge. There's a real good video where Eric and Simon did the allocation from the collector tier of the art from Kickstarter. It's worth checking out. You guys should go to the archives and check that out. All right, 10 to go. And, oh, it is spinning. All right, my bad there. My bad. Got the mechanics a little hosed up. Pristinables. Wow. So you got your 3 already, and you get the first Atlas card. That's a pretty big deal. So, yeah, you played the odds in your favor with 3 in this pack, and you landed one of the 2 Atlas cards. So, this should pay off nicely, because the basic sites are great, and then there's also, we've found several high-end, like at least a few unique sites and things like that, right? So they're always a big hit, because having a basic Atlas site is highly meta relevant and really cool to have that piece of history here. All right, here we go. So it is a basic site, the Arid Desert, an ordinary site of ruinous fire. Genesis, you may have this desert deal 1 damage to a nearby target. All right, so let's take a look at the website again and have a look at the Arid Desert. So we're going to go to Sorcery Cards, and I have her by her actual name here, Rafaela Ketch. I know she prints Aranja art on her cards as kind of like a pseudonym. That's her gaming pseudonym. She was doing a live stream one time, live painting exhibition, and I was like, "Hey, what's up with that Aranja art? Where's that name come from?" And she said she was playing like I don't know, like one of these internet shoot 'em. I don't know if it's like an internet role playing game. I forget which one it was, but she said that's just like her gaming name and what people came to call her. So she uses that for her paintings, which is pretty cool. So an ordinary site of ruin. Doesn't say ruinous fire anymore. And Genesis, deal 1 damage to each minion atop target nearby site. All right, a basic land, very cool. That is a nice one. Pristinables. Off the board early, even with 3. So one of two atlases. I've been searching for that sample. Let me know if you'd be willing to trade. Yeah, people often trade. If you trade before I ship, happy to send it wherever you need me to. All right, guys, back to the wheel. X out of here. Forgot to have a protein bar before this break. It's just starting to hit me. You always gotta be well nourished for these. Electric Sorcerer. All right, Electric Sorcerer had the 1. I think you got in the next one too on pack 16. All right, so coming off the wheel, Electric Sorcerer. Back to the spell book. Here we go. Right off the top. Cave Trolls. Drew Tucker. Look at that artwork. So much character, storytelling, and personality in this one. Ordinary monsters digging in the dirt. Burrowing. We dug, we lug, we scoff up the bug. We bore, we gore, we snore for the ore. Trollish working song. Trollish working song. We'll have to Google that one and see what that's all about. So let's go to the website, take a look at what a modern day cave troll looks like. Now this is interesting because these completionists collect every variant of cards. So if you're going for the master set of Drew Tucker trolls, you have to get the Alpha Curio cave troll and the sample card. So you got some work to do probably, Pristinables, with those curios. Super rare. Cave Trolls, it went from 2 to 3 to cast. 3 power stayed the same. Ordinary Trollses put noses in holeses. I remember pulling this a few weeks ago. Burrowing. We dig, we lug, we nosh the bug. Bore or nor more, we jig and jug. And no attribution. So, you guys are making shit up over there at Eric's Curiosa, huh? No attribution. It's in quotes. So it must be quoting an employee, an unknown employee, a curio, a troll. That's the only way to explain that one. All right, back to the wheel. 8 to go. Here we go. 47 viewers. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Maybe Sunday works better than Saturday. I think we only had 30-something people last week. Mill 2 Med. Oh, Mill. I forgot you were in on this one. All right. Mill 2 Med's always in on the action. I think you got one for pack 16, too. Coming up maybe next week. So let's go, man. You are getting a spellbook card today. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Yeah, I got a little lag probably because I'm streaming. I don't know if it's lagging at all on your guys' side, but I'm streaming in 3 places. Collector Arthouse YouTube, Sorcery Contested Realm Community Group page, and the Collector Arthouse group page on Facebook. Here we go. Cloud Spirit. Oh, Cloud Spirit, man. Now you got to be in the game for this one, huh? Cloud Spirit. Hey, you never know what kind of spirit might pop up. Wow. All right, so let's compare. We don't have to go to the website for this one. We got 2 to cast, 2 power, 1 threshold, 1 to 2 threshold. Ordinary Spirit soars in these skies. Ordinary Spirit chases the wind. Airborne movement +2, no change. And the flavor text did have a slight tweak. So the sample card says, children picture creatures in the clouds. Innocence sees what wisdom cannot. And it changed to children sense beings that we cannot. In innocence seen what wisdom forgot. This is a great saying. If Nick Reynolds or someone within the company came up with that, kudos to you. There's no quotations on it. So maybe it's just like one of these old proverbs where you just don't know who said it. It's just been said so many times, you just don't know. Some people see spirits. Some people see other spirits. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. The Cloud Spirit, Miltu Med. That's your favorite art? Yeah. That's your favorite art in the whole set? Wow. I can't pick a favorite, but it's one of my favorites from... I really love the idea of it by Mikhail Nagy-Paul. Of course, he also has the Blood Ravens, right? And if you take a look at Blood Ravens... Let's go to Mikhail's page. He's got such a diverse portfolio of art. Oh, he says, no, just one of them. It's hard to pick, right? Look at this. This isn't quite... I don't know if that's quite like Pareidolia effect, because it's an unnatural insertion of the raven. This is more symbolic of the raven eye. In the eye of the raven, you have the soaring raven in the corner. Really cool, striking artwork by him. It's a really clever idea. All right, so congrats on the Cloud Spirit. That's a pretty sweet hit. Mitch UMD might be a bummed if I steal that one from him. Well, he ended up with the one last night. He made a deal and ended up acquiring the last Mikhail Artist Proof. So Easy B, the print winner of the Ed Bear Jr. print. Let's see if lightning strikes twice for Easy B with getting lucky here. All right, so coming off the wheel. And let's go to the pack. Easy B, spell card off the top. Dodge roll. So another quick mechanic, another really cool and interesting ordinary. The dodge roll has ordinary, quick, and nimble magic. So the quick retained on this particular card. The only card in the set, in the mainstream final alpha set, you could play on your opponent's turn. Target minion in harm's way moves to an adjacent location, cancel the attack or spell targeting the minion. So let's go to the site, take a look at Vincent Pompetti. Not the first, but the most commissioned artist in Sorcery Alpha. He has about 25 cards in the Alpha debut. Vincent's the man. He had a great sale of the Dome of Osiris recently that helped him sell, and also the Ruler of Thul, the new painting from Beta. The art is popping off, guys. If you see an artwork, a painting you like, you got to pull the trigger because there's no second chances. At least not at the same price point, typically. All right, dodge roll. Exceptional magic, nimble and quick. May be cast when an ally is attacked. All right, so the quick kind of stayed there. They kind of slipped it in there at the end of the sentence of the type line text. An attacked ally may move to another adjacent location to evade the attack. Vincent Pompetti. Great artwork, great motion. Oops, wrong pile. Hopefully I didn't expose that one. Love this card in game. Makes people so sad. Yeah, you think you're striking the guy, and then whammy! 0 to cast. You just got to have 2 water threshold in play, and you're just slipping out of the scene. No problem. The first card I saw was Sacred Scarabs. Melissa Benson. Great one. I think that was also given away in the collector tier. All right, so we're back to the wheel, guys. We have 6 names on the wheel. Let me make sure we still got 6 cards in here and jack this up somehow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. We're going a little faster than usual to fit this in 2 hours and 58 minutes. Give the wife a minute of her life back at 2:58. Here we go. Little spinny spin. I was going to try to coordinate another guest, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. Must have gotten tied up today. It's unfortunate. I'll get him on another time. H. Cho. Unless he just emerges. Anything's possible. All right, H. Cho. Second out of the pack. You're second out of this pack. Here we go. From the spellbook. Oh. Don't want to mess up the pile. All right, here we go. Lightning Bolt. Oh, man. Another card that originally just had so much great evolution. Rafa from the company, one of the early game developers, did a great article at SorceryTCG.com where he explained the evolution of this incredible card. Amazing, amazing artwork by Aussie. I think this is my favorite from Aussie, artwork-wise. It's just so epic looking. The Lightning Bolt strike, the lighting effect that he achieved, the shadowed silhouette of the figure riding the horse at full stride. Look at him kicking back the leg right here. This freaking horse is moving, man. Look at the flag. The flag tells you it's moving. He's leaning forward. He's probably like a 3 foot, 4 foot jockey, just whipping that thing. So whipping it, whipping it, whipping it. It's flying. These jockeys, they're 3-4 tops because you gotta have an aerodynamic jockey. You know, you can't hit top speed with a 4 foot jockey. If you're taller than the Chimera, you're not jockey material. Let me tell you. All right, it's just science. It's just the science of it. But the lightning bolt, it had the quick magic. You played it on your opponent's turn, and now when we go to alpha. This guy's jockey material on this one, without a doubt. Let me see what Aussie did here. Let's see what Eric did to Aussie. All right, the lightning bolt. It uses a ordinary magic of a quick and fickle nature. I like that. That's real nice. Oh, so now it's 2 to cast. All right, so you're casting it on your turn. You're not blasting anybody on their turn. An ordinary magic of shocking uncertainty. Deal 3 damage to a random unit at target location. Shocking uncertainty. I love that. This bolt deals 3 damage to a target minion or avatar. Excess damage is dealt to the owner on the site the target is on. Wow. Man, that was super OP as a sample card. Yeah, the science of jockey aerodynamics. This is an educational channel, guys. I don't know many other channels like outside of within or without of the sorcery community where you can get down to the bottom of jockey science. All right. Let's see. Back to the wheel. We got 5 left to go. We're broadcasting the wheel. I got a Chimera growing right out of my dome right here. Look at this. Brian. All right, man. Oh, Brian still got 2 in this pack? Jeez, it's unbelievable. So you might have a shot at the Atlas here by the time it's all said and done. All right. From the spell book. Got a little bit of glare with this overhead lighting. It's kind of wild. I'm getting a bit of a headache, actually. All right, from the spellbook. Oh, man. The beautiful Autumn Unicorn by Severin. I just sold this painting. It's a beautiful thing. You know? It's a great painting. Severin sold it ages ago. It was just resold. I auctioned it off. It sold for, what, $4,100 or something, was it? Absolute steal, in my opinion. I was shocked that this sold for less than 5 Gs. Because it's just a gorgeous artwork. You know, just like I showed earlier with the more elaborate Severin work that she's done outside of the game. This is it, man. That's the nature beauty. You know? Look at the beautiful, like, nature type work she does. Look at this lady. That is a good-looking woman right there. If you're like into bestiality a little bit and you're unsure and you're not sure if you want a beautiful woman or an animal, this is the one for you. Miss September right here. Beautiful. I don't want to make a joke of the work though. I mean, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. By land or by sea. If you can't decide, September or October, I don't know. Look at these guys. These are like the Cerberus right here. But anyway, I digress. The Autumn Unicorn is a beautiful, majestic unicorn. There was actually a unicorn. There was a unicorn in here, right, guys? Yeah, look at this unicorn. This is the old man unicorn. A little bit weathered, a little tired, just chilling in the field. But the Autumn Unicorn is young and spry. At least middle-aged, no big deal. Still has a few good years ahead. A beautiful, beautiful painting that found its way to back to France in the end. So congratulations, Brian. I remember we pulled this one before, and it has this long-ass English nursery rhyme that cannot possibly be read on the channel. You're going to have to watch the old lives to see that one. I can't be doing all that reading. I only got like 2 hours left to go here. Oh, hey, what do we got here? Oh, hang on. Oh, okay. All right. So my guy's is busy right now. He's not going to make it on today, guys. Another time. Another time for sure. All right. The Autumn Unicorn. 4 slots to go. A spin of the wheel. That's quite the digression. I'm out of control today. I don't know. It must have been the Americano and the maple syrup you sent me earlier that really put me over the edge. I only went with the middle Smaple. I didn't realize there were 3 variants of Smaple. So next weekend, as I'm getting my pancake on, I'm gonna mix it up. Later, I think I'll just have some wild turkey. Just cut to the chase and go right to the wild turkey. Maybe a brisket too. I don't know, but definitely wild turkey. I'm probably gonna have some wild turkey with lunch. All right, what's going on here? So distracted. Yeah, feels like a wild turkey day. All right. Purple Squish. What a name. What a name. Ooh, Apprentice Wizard. Man, this is a super popular Aussie artwork. If I'm not mistaken, I think Simon from the company bought this one. Didn't he? Could have sworn he shared that in the official Discord ages ago. Look at the art on this. Man, we're crushing on the Aussie art. I just called Lightning Bolt the best artwork, but then I pull this thing. And then you start to question yourself. I sold his, what is the other Aussie, I sold his other painting. So I got to see it in person. Yeah, here you go. The Grandmaster Wizard. I sold his painting, guys. It was unbelievable in person. It's such a beautiful, and it sold too cheap too because it was a long time ago. So people are doing really well that got in early. But hey, high five. Hey, can you bring this candle to mommy? We're done. Tell her we're done blessing the pack. Yeah, just give her this one. Hey, give it to her. No. Well, that did it. All right. Apprentice Wizard. I'm losing control already. Apprentice Wizard, 3 to cast, 1 power level, no change there. An ordinary mortal, new to power, because he's an apprentice. Spellcaster, Genesis, draw a spell. He's new to power. I like that. New to power. All right, so an ordinary mortal, untrained in restraint. He's completely out of control. But he draws a spell as soon as he comes into play. Nice. Purple Squish. That's a good hit, man. Why wild turkey? Because it tastes so good. Soon as it hits the lips, you know you did the right thing. It's smooth, like butter. Oh God, the kids are insane. The chaos, the madness outside. What do we got left? 3 here? All right, we're in business. We're not even an hour and a half in. Oh man, they're screaming. It's wild. Jeff 2E. All right. He gets the Atlas card. Jeff 2E with the Atlas hit, man. These are always big. So we've already hit the Elite or Unique, so I'm guessing this is going to be a basic land, would be my guess. It is. The remote. Wow, we hit the Arid Desert and the Remote Desert in the same pack. That's wild. We almost got the master set of the deserts from Rafaela Ketch. Incredible. And I think, is this the one that Jesse's making the top prize? He had somehow one of these original paintings from Aranja or Rafaela Ketch, and it's the prize for the tournament they're doing down in Australia there. You know what? Did I forget that one? The winning agenda thing? So we got the Australia, we got the March of the Mortals, we got the Baltimore Cup, and we got Sorcery Con. Yeah, so we have 4 big tournaments this year. I thought it was 3. Wow. All right, 2 left. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Brian still got 1 left. And Sarovic it is. Blue versus red. It's like a political debate. All right. Here we go. Right off the top from the spellbook. We got trouble, guys. Ooh, the Azurage Caravan. Who's the Caravan guy? I think he already has it. He went for the master set of the Caravan. This is actually a pretty cool artwork, too, by Vincent. With the mountain range in the back, you know? True watercolor artwork. His work's very colorful, like Andrea Modesti. A lot of characters and figures in here. A lot of good depth perception or perspective in this painting and shadowing. Underrated. Vincent Pompetti is the man. Azurage Caravan. 5 to cast. Let's take a look here at what happened with our Azurage Caravan from Vincent. So we hit a couple Vincent cards in this pack. The Dodge Roll and the Caravan. An ordinary convoy of diverse kin and kind. Has all elements and minion types. Interesting. So I guess it could work in your favor and against you potentially. Defendant Numerous Liberat Varietas. All right. So an ordinary array of mortals and beasts, summon on 2 adjacent sites, occupies 2 sites. Wow, so that one really changed a ton. There's a lot of change in that card. From early playtest or early development to final alpha. Nice. All right, guys. Back to the wheel for the final card in the pack. For all the marbles, it's just Brian spinning around. All right, Brian. It is Brian confirmed. All right, so we can kill the wheel. Got a bunch of notifications to catch up on the book. The freaking stock is popping off too, man. I used to have a big position in Facebook, but I was sick of Zuck's antics. I did well in it, but I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. But his platform's good, man. It connects people. It grows sorcery for sure. Here we go. Last in the pack. Oh, Polymorph. Man, I didn't know we had an exceptional left. I don't have Polymorph, but let me see. Man, that's a great, great hit. I just sold that Artist Proof from Francesca Berald. This is the last one I have from her. Unland Eel. Look at that beautiful Artist Proof by Francesca. So this will be auctioned pretty soon. I remember we talked a couple weeks ago and we said in a couple weeks we'd do this one. It's not coming across. The lighting's no good. But she did this shimmery like gold accents on the pile of treasure here at the bottom. That's the Unland Eel. So that'll be coming up, I don't know, sometime in the next few weeks maybe. But the Polymorph, just auctioned one of these bad boys in Artist Proof form. She's only done 4 so far. She's extremely busy, getting tons of commissions. This is really a clever concept here with this guy's hands like, no, no. And you got the frog lurking overhead. Mikkel would be proud on this one, man. Real nice. All right, let's take a look real quick at the change here from Francesca's portfolio in sorcery. Is really epic. She's got a lot of really significant artworks with the Atlas back, the Avatar back. Man, all her paintings really stand out. Really nicely done. Elite Magic. So it went from exceptional to elite right off the bat, right? Elite Magic of Transfrogrification. Transfrogrification they go to in Alpha. So you used to say exceptional magic of amphibious mutation, which is also really epic. Transform target nearby minion into a frog token. All right, so there's your link from Francesca to Mikkel Nagypal, who did the frog tokens, of course. Really awesome. And then in the sample card form, you got exceptional magic of amphibious mutation. Transform a mortal into a 0-power frog token, or transform target friendly frog in-game to a prince. Remove the frog from the game and find the prince in your collection. Damn. So this might be sick if you play with this in Arthurian Legends. Imagine you can just go find the prince in your deck. You know there's going to be princes in there. That is going to be sick. You should pull this on somebody in a sanctioned tournament. And per the golden rule, they can't say shit about it. You're like, what are you talking about? You can't use sample cards. There's a golden rule. Look at the rule book. Damn, that's pretty epic, man. I don't know if I pulled that before. It's an elite and alpha. He's going to do it. All right, so we got the Polymorph. We got the Caravan. We got the Desert, one of 2 deserts in the pack. The Apprentice Wizard. The Autumn Unicorn. The Epic Lightning Bolt. The Dodge Roll. Cloud Spirit. Cave Troll. Second Desert, Arid. The Beautiful Dispel by Elvira Palakowska. Epic, beautiful Imperial Pikeman. Awesome Ghost Ship for the rear hit. Jussie Pelkis. The Spire Lich. Incredible. And we kicked it off with the Swamp Buffalo. Were there 4 exceptionals? 1. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There's 3. You probably got tripped up because there was so much rarity change from sample to alpha. And we saw a few examples of that today. So really cool. Let me see. What should I leave you guys with? So we're going to say goodbye to this beauty. I don't know if we'll ever see it on the channel again. Who knows? I thought that the first time, and then I acquired another one, and then I auctioned that. And now I did a middleman deal to sell this one. So this one gets shipped off today. Man, what an incredibly epic, beautiful, beautiful card. It's just so incredible. It's so good. The day I saw it, the day Eric revealed it in the Discord channel, is the day I bought the painting. Because it just smacked me in the face. Hit me in the chest like a Buick, as they say. It's so good, and it never gets old. And the flavor text is epic, and it's probably going to be a sick card in the future as more random effects come into play. So that one, we say farewell. This will be coming up sometime in the next few weeks. We got Cloud Spirit ending tonight at 8. Paradoila effect. Look at the mountain range. So beautifully painted. It's amazing how much detail Mikhail gets on a card. You know, an artist proof card. Looks super nice. It's just, imagine like playing a game with a bunch of artist proof cards. It'd be so insane. You know, you could play with the full arts or just wham. So you whip this out. People are expecting to see a spirit in the sky. And you smash them with the frog. Or tadpole, right? It's a tadpole. Right out of the tadpole pool. So, let's see. Phone's blowing up. Couldn't get the kid to take the candle. That's it, guys. I think that's it. I'll get these off over the next couple days. Get these packed up and shipped out. Congrats to those who participated. Congrats to Easy B, who got the Ed Beard sketch card. We saw the painting for Sorcery Con. Let me give that one last look in case some of you guys joined late. So Steve, or Centerpoint from the community, was commissioned to do this painting for Sorcery Con. You got the Space Needle. I always forget the name of this one. Space Needle Island. Makes perfect sense. Really nice. This is a really big painting. It's on a hard artboard here. Hard board. And it's, man, it just looks good. He's really up in his game. He's going to be at the IX Art Show this year. And you could win the prize. You could bid for the, we're going to auction this in 2 weekends. A week after next weekend. And that'll be up for auction. And that'll be the top prize. Or it's the branding. It's used for branding for the big event out in Seattle. Is that Sinkhole in the original Cloud Spirit? I don't know. It looks like a sinkhole here. The other one I got to mail out for Dan too. Let me see. Yeah, we got this guy. Upside down. Got a few other from Mikhail to go. Let's see. See what other interesting stuff we have laying around before we wrap it up. So we got this one. It's going to be sent off. Absolutely incredible work by Elvira Shakarova. And we still have the giveaway to do, guys, because it was not claimed by the guy that won it the first time. But look how incredible that painting is. Beautiful artist proof. So in one of these, I don't know if we'll do it in one of the sample breaks or some kind of event, but we gotta do a roll the wheel and award this to somebody. Very generously donated for giveaway by Elvira Shakarova. One of the greats of sorcery, guys. Look at this. Dan did poach this one, and he got it at the last second. So he wasn't available for the close of last night's auction. He missed out. He was in the bidding, and he made a deal with the guy to acquire this one. The guy very generously offered it to the frog lover himself. So he's going to have that one smashing along the sinkhole. And this one, 8 p.m. tonight. That one ends. And we'll see what happens next. I don't know. Maybe we'll do an Elvira Palakowska. I got a few of the higher end Elvira Palakauskas. And I think I have a few more from Mikhail Nagy Paul. Yeah. So a lot of fun, exciting stuff going on. I guess I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for tuning in today. And like I said, we'll announce sample pack breaks 16. I'll see if I can get it in next weekend. Worst case, if not next weekend, we'll do it the weekend after. That's when the other painting will be live for auction as well. So a lot of fun, exciting things coming on. Always love to do the lives and appreciate you guys tuning in. Please do like the video. I often forget to say that. It helps with growing the channel and growing the reach of sorcery through these fun live events. So thanks again, all you guys, for being here. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care.